Peace, family. We wanted to talk about the ascension, how the selection for ascension is really at right now is in process. It's fully active right now. The process of selection for ascension is fully active right now, according to the law of one, the raw material series of 5 books. For example, they said the harvest is now, and instead of seeking to find a way to for longevity, they are encouraging us to seek the heart of self. In other words, what they are saying is that they want us to find a way to seek the heart of the self, and the best way to seek the heart of the self is to find the pathway to the heart, to understanding ourselves, and to experiencing ourselves, to accepting ourselves, and to becoming one with ourselves, and becoming one ourselves with other selves, and becoming one with the universal creator. That is very important in seeking the process. So basically they're saying to people that are seeking spiritual enlightenment, right? That's basically what ascension is spiritual enlightenment. Those of us who would like to be to ascend, to move up to the next spiritual level, to a higher dimensional status, spiritual level, it would be necessary to understand the heart of self. That means understanding who we really are, and who we really are from the heart of ourselves is not just, and then just unique to one person. It's unique to ourselves and the selves that we are surrounded. For example, all other selves, all the people around us are other selves. They are other pieces of us. They're not just pieces of us. They are identical to us. So we have to find a way to be able to understand them, understand ourselves, meaning understand others, and accepting ourselves would mean accepting others. And that's very key in terms of accepting, making it to the next level of spiritual enlightenment, aka ascension, and being able to be to merge as one with ourselves and other selves as one, merging as one unity. So that would be the one, understanding that in every part of ourselves there is the one creator, the power of the one creator. That power of the one creator is in each and every one of us. A lot of us sometimes walk around thinking we want to access our spiritual powers, understanding not, sometimes we don't realize that the powers are in us actually, but they are in our universal creator, and we are not able to access those powers until we are granted access to spiritual enlightenment by choosing ourselves and doing the work on ourselves. That's basically what it's telling us to do. It's telling us to do the work on ourselves, and by finding peace and unity within ourselves and others, and seeing others as ourselves. I hope that makes sense. I know it might be, I'm trying to find an easier way to go into it, but it basically is the law of one. Is to master the law of one in all ways we possibly can. Understand it and then practice it, and that leads us to the strong connection with the Creator by seeking the one and universal God, which is inside of us. So therefore, all the powers, the blessings will become available to us, the spiritual enlightenment. And that's basically what he's telling us to do, the importance of that. So as a result, one of the tools for that is to spend a lot of time in solitude, they said, in contemplation and prayers and meditation. And that's basically the best way of understanding and seeking the process of spiritual enlightenment. A lot of time to be spent in prayers and meditation and contemplation, time in nature, and going over ourselves and self-analysis of the self. And once we understand the self, then we can see the selves in others, and then we can see the universal creator is in the infinite creator God is in each and every one of us. So we start not loving one another. We start hating each other because we see, regardless of the skin tone, regardless of the tax bracket, there is God in that person. And so there's God in me, there's God in everyone and everything. So we tend to, we have to find a way to master that and seek to understand that process and go through that process in order to reach spiritual enlightenment. And that is ascension, to the opportunity to move to a higher spiritual level. And with the option of staying here on Earth on a 3D, but at least, I mean, on another 3D, I don't know what would happen to this planet, but that's the process of spiritual enlightenment, is to find the self, understanding the self, discovering the self, mastering the self, and that is through other self, the other self, and the spiritual, the universal creator, the infinite God, the infinite creator, the infinite intelligence, the primal source of energy, the cosmic God. Call it whatever you want, okay? But until this is what I wanted to share with you in terms of the goal of this video was to try to answer the way on the best way to seek the heart of self, how to find the heart of ourselves, who we really are, who you truly are. Until then, I love you. I wish you the very best. Peace, love, light, forgiveness.